everybody, and happy Wednesday to you all. Hope everybody has a good week. I'm back. I do apologize for not being in here on Monday. I had a family emergency, but all is well and everything's okay. So thank you so much to John and Alyssa for managing without me on Monday. I know it's kind of difficult as a two-person crew, but you guys did fantastic. So thank you so much, and thank you to everybody who's joining us. So hopefully everybody's having a great week. As I mentioned, we're back with another live dive sale. So. We've got more items for sale and shipping free to you guys here from our LiveAquaria, Wisconsin facility. We actually have 20 items for sale today. We have some, as we always do, marine fish, marine inverts, corals, and some freshwater items. And we'll go through those one by one to show you guys what's available. So if you're not really familiar with the live dive sale, if you're new to this the first time, basically what we're going to do with the live dive sale is we're going to show you each item one by one. We're going to spend about two to 3 minutes on each item. We're going to give you a number for that item, a name, and then the sale price. And then if you would like to be the secured purchaser, or if you would like to secure the purchase, as we say, of that item for later purchase, you simply have to be the first person in the chat to put the number for that item in the chat. So let's say we're on number 1, and you really are interested in purchasing number 1. What you're going to want to do is be the first person to put the number in the chat. But a couple of details there, or one specific detail to mention. What's going to happen is we're going to show you the item on camera, and then our lovely chat moderator, Alyssa, is going to put the details for that item in the chat, typically right as we show the item on camera. And what you're going to want to do is be the first person to put the number for that item in the chat after those details are shared by Alyssa, the chat moderator. We don't actually take a valid bid, if you will, until those item details have been shared in the chat. And then if you're the first person, again, after those items have been shared, you'll see LiveAquaria and then the details are shared. If you're the first person after that, then you are the secured purchaser. So what that really means here is that we're going to take your name as it is shown in the YouTube chat, and then we're going to write it down here on this piece of paper. And then we're going to ask you to submit an email to social@liveaquaria.com to confirm your order. Now, if you're a past live dive purchaser, we more than likely already have your information. If you are a live dive purchaser that has joined us from the past, you can, if you have any changes to your contact information, go ahead and send that along to us. Primarily, that confirmation email is to get necessary contact information for new purchasers, as well as general confirmations for people who did secure an item. So you'll send that email again to social, SOCIAL, @liveaquaria.com. And in that, again, if you're a first-time purchaser, we'll ask for your first and last name, your shipping address, your phone number, your email, of course, and then the item or the items from the live dive that you secured in your name. You can also put your YouTube name as it appears in the chat in there, and that helps us connect you to who you really are. And then all of that information will then get transmitted to our customer service team. The customer service team is going to use that information to build your cart on liveaquaria.com, and then they'll reach out to you at the provided email to let you know that the item has been added to your cart and is ready for purchase. Now, a couple of just quick things to clarify here too. Any items from the live dive sale that you secure must be purchased within the week of the live dive event you secured them in. So we did one on Monday, we're back here with Wednesday. And if you do happen to secure anything in this live dive purchase, we do require you to complete your purchase by Friday night at midnight. So this Friday night at midnight. If you don't, we'll assume then that the item has been forfeit, and then we'll put the item back into our regular inventory here for the Divers Den items. So again, you have to purchase the item within the week. That way we can keep the items moving either into Divers Den, or we can get them shipped out to you and complete your purchase as normal. So this is really important, just as a friendly reminder, to look for that email from the customer service team about your item being added to your cart if you do secure an item. And yeah, we'll get you guys' order here hopefully a little bit quicker that way. So yeah, I think that pretty much, oh, there is free shipping as I mentioned, but there is the $9.99 box fee. That's always good for us to mention too. Sometimes people see that in the final checkout and it's like, whoa, what's 10 bucks? So $9.99 box fee applies to all aquatic life orders on liveaquaria.com, and that will also apply to the live dive sale items as well. But you will not be charged the $29.99 priority overnight shipping that would typically apply to orders that fall below the $229 or more free shipping threshold on liveaquaria.com. So that is $30 you won't have to pay on top of the savings of the item itself. So it's some really great deals. So yeah, I think that's pretty much covers it. I'll take any questions that John may have in the chat.
Not any questions. We can go back to who's all here.
Sure.
Aiden's here. Kenneth Mechanic. Brady.
Very cool. Congrats. Good luck on that interview.
Mel's here.
All right, cool. We got some regular faces. Always good to see.
Richard K.
All right. Well, again, thank you to those in the chat. Thank you for joining us again. Again, hopefully everybody's having a great week. We're having a pretty good week here at LiveAquaria. And we, like I said, we do still have some more items coming here to try to fix up the variety, or to up the variety here. I know that was one thing that brought up last week, so we're still working on that. We're actually hoping to get some items this week, tomorrow. That's the goal. So we're really excited about that, and to have those in the future live dives here for you guys here as well. But yeah, again, real quick shout out to all the AquaConnect members. Thank you guys if you are an AquaConnect member. Really hope you're enjoying your membership. We do welcome your feedback as well. You can send an email to social@liveaquaria.com with any feedback you have or any requests you have, and we'll be sure to reach out to you and give you some extra service that way too. But yeah, thank you for being an AquaConnect member. If you're not sure what the AquaConnect membership is, that's part of our YouTube platform. It's like a premium membership we offer. You're going to get exclusive deals, exclusive site-wide promo codes. We're actually working on some additional items behind the scenes, exclusive item sales. We're working on getting those out to you guys here in the near future. So stay on the lookout for those AquaConnect members. But it's $10 a month to get you to AquaConnect membership. And again, with that, you're going to get exclusive behind-the-scene content as well as future live dive sales too. We're still working on those. We're a little bit delayed there, but we do appreciate anybody's patience there. But thank you again for being a member. We do appreciate that. Okay, cool. Well,
I did strong drawing find some species we haven't had.
yeah, I'm excited to see some of these items here today. They're really, well, yeah, they're not necessarily unseen, but yeah, we haven't seen them in a little bit. All right, we'll get started with number one then. Number one is going to be our 6-line wrasse for $44.99. This is number one. And I'm just going to get the YouTube chat here open as well for me so I can help moderate the chat with you guys. All right. They are evil, says Audio Man. Oh, I don't know. I didn't know that. Oh, great question. Yeah, so this one's currently 2 1/4. These guys typically get to about 3 inches. They are an easy care level with a semi-aggressive temperament. They are reef safe. We do recommend a 55-gallon tank. Seems like there's some opinions about them being evil. I was not really aware of them being that evil of a fish necessarily, but interesting. This is number one, the 6-line wrasse for $44.99. And again, this guy is currently 2 1/4 inches, and its max size would be 3 inches. We'll get some of that delicious spirulina brine mysis shrimp from our LiveAquaria frozen food collection for this guy here. And we always like to remind everyone, if you haven't checked out our LiveAquaria frozen food, it's a great single or limited ingredient frozen food option for your aquatic life. We have a variety of different flavors on our liveaquaria.com website, but really the thing I like about the most is the ingredients are, like I said, either single or limited ingredient, like 2 or 3 ingredients, and the cost is like really hard to beat. The 3.5 ounce cubes are $2.99 a 35 ounce, 3.5 ounce cubes, 35 cubes is $2.99 per unit, which is really great price. For the quality, and you're also going to have 50% off still while supplies last on our 8 ounce and 16 ounce flat packs. Small but oh so territorial. Interesting. I didn't know that.
This guy's getting along with everything else in the tank.
Interesting. Okay, so John's saying, I don't know if you guys could hear him, but so far this guy has been really getting along with everything in the holding system we have him in here. But it sounds like they may become pretty territorial in other tanks. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't have a lot of information about sort of compatibility. They are a semi-aggressive animal, as noted. I didn't really have a lot of notes up front. But they're generally peaceful, per my note, or easy care level, I should say, per my notes. Harassment. I like that. No. I need a 3-spot handicap. If I'm the first one to bid an item, I take it. I broke my thumb, so my texting is delayed. Okay. Well, there you go. Talk to text. There you go. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, definitely something that could be potentially more territorial or aggressive towards other fish. I didn't know that about these guys. So there's some great information there about this guy. So again, this is number 1 6-line wrasse for $44.99. And again, all of these items we're showing you tonight, if you haven't been with us before, I don't think I really mentioned it, but they are part of our Divers Den WYSIWYG store assortment, and all of these items are actually only available here in this live dive sale right now. So you're not going to find these items anywhere else on the LiveAquaria website. They would actually be part of our Divers Den updates that happen Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. CST, but we've held these items just for you guys. We don't talk about Fight Club. Very nice. And they are great for flatworms. Interesting. All right. That's number 1, the 6-line wrasse.
Come on, Brady, we're getting there.
Brady's excited.
Yep.
All right, moving on to number 2, we have this beautiful male red mandarin for $71.99. This one's 2 1/8, and it's $71.99 on sale. This one guy has a difficult care level with a peaceful temperament. Hey, Audio Man would like number 2. Thank you. Very cool. Thank you, Audio Man. And I'll go ahead. I'm not sure if he's going to want any of this. Might be a little too big for him, but let's see if we can get him to come out of that corner a little bit. Yeah, definitely agree, Alyssa. It's very vibrant. It's much more vibrant in person too. It's coming over pretty well in the camera, but in person, that orange and those greens are real vibrant. Audio Man's asking, what do we feed these guys? That's a great question for John.
These have been on brine.
Brian,
And
okay.
Once a week I put in like ova.
Okay. So once a week we give him ova, but typically we'll give him brine. Also probably getting some copepods. Yeah, that's a good call out. I got to go back to Steve's comment there. He's pulling a cart with about 300 pounds of concrete, ran the cart into a shelving unit. Ow, that's, my skin's crawling for you, Steve. I'm sorry to hear that. Reminds me of the time I crushed my thumb, my right thumb, into a car door one morning, and I was on my way to work, and I couldn't miss. I had a meeting right away in the morning, and I had to go, like, I threw like a, I don't know, like a fast food napkin around it, and I was like, thankfully, one of my coworkers at the time was like a semi or a part-time paramedic, so I had some simple, like office room, supply closet, paramedic activity going on. But it was bleeding pretty good. I lost.
It was ova fish eggs.
Ova fish eggs. Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Car door's way better than concrete. Yeah. All right, we'll move on then to our next item here. That Audio Man snag number 2. Let's see if we can get that guy to come out of here. Number 3 then is going to be this Lubbock's fairy wrasse at $62.99. It's 2 3/4 currently. They are an easy care level, the semi-aggressive temperament. They are reef safe. 3.5 inches on this guy is the max size typically, so a little bit of growth left. And a 55-gallon minimum is what we typically would require. This is number 3, the Lubbock fairy wrasse, or Lubbock's. Yeah, he's in Tubeville.
This guy's got a lot of brilliant colors on him.
Yeah, let me see if I can't coax him out of there. I thought I had a push stick. Here we go, I got one. You just keep working your magic, John. All right, friend. He's probably a little stressed out now. He's like, he's touching me. You twisted your ankle. Oh, I hate twisting my ankle. Oof. So this is number 3, the Lubbock fairy wrasse. Hey, Alexis. Yeah, we're trying to get a better shot of him there. He's got some really vibrant colors, as you can see. That yellow and that purple and those pinks and orange. It's really pretty.
Alex, 63.
Oh, cool. Very cool. Thank you. We'll put you down there, and I think you're the first. This is the first time for you, Alexis. So we'll have you send an email to social@liveaquaria.com, SOCIAL@liveaquaria.com, and then we'll need your first and last name, your shipping address, your phone number, your email, of course, and then the number, which is number 3 that you had secured in your name. We'll take all that information. I'll give it to the customer service team, and then, you're on here for your husband. Wow, that's amazing. Give a hand to Alexis.
This is one of my favorite wrasses.
This is definitely one, yeah, very beautiful wrasse. This one is reef safe, Marlon, yeah. So Alexis, just send us your information, as I mentioned, first and last name, shipping address, phone number, your email, of course, with the item number, which is number 3 in that email. And then we'll get you connected with the customer service team, and they'll help you check out on LiveAquaria.com. Thank you so much. All right, we'll move on down to number 4 then. Just lost my mic. Apologies there. Number 4 is going to be this pair of clownfish. These are actually caramel clownfish. And they're $53.99. I think I just put Ocellaris, yeah, but these are technically that caramel clown coloration, right?
Yeah, they're a little darker.
A little darker. So again, this is number 4, Ocellaris clownfish pair for $53.99. So they're an easy care level with a peaceful temperament. They are reef safe. They typically get to about 4 1/4, requiring a minimum of 20 gallons. Welcome, I can't say this. Prof fish tanks, I'll say. Clowns keep laying eggs, and within a week they eat them all. Yeah, I've heard of that before too.
Are you interested in raising those eggs, Steven?
I don't know if you heard him, Steve, but John asked you if you're interested in raising those eggs. So again, this is number 4. It's a pair of Ocellaris clownfish. They've got that deeper caramel coloration in their body. And again, this pair is going to go for the price of $53.99, and they will ship for free as part of the Live Dive program. That's the only place you're going to get free shipping like this on that price point. You would typically have to spend $229 or more on LiveAquaria.com to get the free shipping like that. There still is the $9.99 box fee for anybody that's not aware, but that $29.99 you would pay for the overnight shipping below the $229 or more order is going to be waived. So that's an additional $30 you get to save.
Well, this is Yes I Am, their designer clown. So when they lay their eggs, within 3 or 4 days, are they on a tile or on the side of the tank? Try to get them to lay on a tile and put them in a separate tank with the air stone underneath it.
Steve, I'm not sure if you're hearing John there, but he's saying try to put them in a separate tank with a tile where they can lay their eggs with an air stone in it.
So you can pull a tile out and just have the eggs.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
Yep. Yep. So we'll put the tile in there, they'll lay the eggs. We'll take the eggs out on the tile and put it in a separate tank with the air stone. Maybe that'll work. So this is number 4. Again, it's a pair of Ocellaris clownfish for $53.99. Steve says, okay.
I don't want to go too fast. Yes, the little bit larger, chunkier one, stockier one is the female. Either one is.
I think they've been together for quite a while.
Yeah.
They're well bonded.
All right, so that's number 4. I think some people already spotted the next item, but we'll show that then, which is number 5. We have a trio, right? Or is it a pair? It is a pair, sorry. Pair of Carbori Antheas. These guys are 3 inches, not 3 feet. I think I gave Alyssa the wrong information. It's 3 inches, not 3 feet, obviously. So $125.99. These guys are, again, currently 3 inches. Moderate care level, the semi-aggressive temperament. They are reef safe. They typically get to about 4 inches, requiring a minimum of 70 gallons. These are number 5, the Carbori Antheas pair for $125.99.
house when you back that clownfish.
So again, what food we're feeding in there too, if you see the food floating around, is going to be our LiveAquaria frozen spirulina brine and mysis shrimp. And we have that for sale on LiveAquaria right now. It's $2.99 for the 3.5 ounce, 35 count blister packs. And then the 8 ounce and 16 ounce flat packs are 50% off while supplies last. And the item we're currently looking at is number 5. They are the Carbori Antheas pair for $125.99. Yeah, definitely a great deal. I mean, the regular everyday price too, Lauren, on the cube food is only $2.99. We will commonly also have what we call our 10 for 15 sale, or basically half off it comes out to. So you can get 10 packs for $15. So that's a really, really great deal also. We actually just ran one of those, I think. We'll have more of those coming up in the future too, so stay tuned if you're ready to stock up on some food. And two, you know, if you have any, like what kind of food are you guys using? Would love to hear that also. What kind of food are you feeding your animals? Is it frozen? Is it pellet, dry, flake, live? What are you feeding your fish? A lot of times here in the coral farm, we are feeding at least once a day a pellet formula, but we also will feed the frozen foods as well. I would say actually, John, the majority is frozen still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the audio man's making his food. Down in the shed says frozen brine and mysis from PetSmart. Uses a pellet a few times a week. That's pretty similar to us then. Yeah, we actually have brine and mysis shrimp as separate formulas too under the LiveAquaria brand for that price point I just gave. So really, really, really great, you know, alternative. Oh, Noel, sorry to hear about your husband. We'll be praying for him and his health and his safety and praying for you guys. Really do hope everything's okay and everything works out. Well, let's see, down in the sheds, I didn't hear what you said. Can you tell again? I came in late. Sure, I think we're talking about the frozen food, but you can let me know if there's something particular you're looking for, but this is the live dive sale just to cover that. But yeah, the frozen food, we have that available right now. We have the brine and the mysis as separate formulas for sale. So if you're looking to, you know, look at for a different formula, if you're looking at something a little bit more economical, you know, that's one of the things we aimed for with our frozen food is to provide a high quality formulation and, you know, either single or limited ingredient that was then very economical for the home aquarist. So Rebecca says frozen mysis and bloodworms. Also make homemade fish food. We supplement pellets for our black ghost knife. He eats like a monster. Audio Man says feed homemade food in the morning, frozen cubes for lunch, and some live at night. Live brine, sometimes worms. Very cool.
And Norman, these are saltwater fish around right now.
Yes. Yeah, we'll have we'll have freshwater at the end. We typically keep that for the end. We have 3 items today, so stay tuned for that. Again, we're on number 5 of our 20 items, and we're still in our first pass. We're going to go through the list 2 times before we finalize. Steve thought Noelle was a chick. Prayers, yeah. Prayers for Noelle's husband, everybody. We really hope everything's okay there.
Community crushes a sheep in a few hours or anything. I'm assuming that's algae sheets.
How much?
As long as they're eating it all in that one day, you should be fine.
Yeah. Cool. All right, so that is our Antheas. We'll move on then to our next system here set up with a couple of items. The first of which is number 6. It's going to be a 3 lot of 4 striped damsels. They range in size 1.5 to 1.75 inches. The 3 lot's going to go for $62.99. Down in the shed asking, how many times a day do you feed or recommend? I do 2 to 3 times max, and it's for reef tanks. Yeah, I mean, the 2 to 3 times is pretty standard, I would say. Here we feed real heavily. At least I would say a minimum of 4 times a day, sometimes up to 6, depending on certain specimens and their needs. But actually, John can maybe confirm that, or yeah, keep me honest there. 4 to 6 times a day.
We also siphon at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's right.
If
So,
you feed a lot, you gotta siphon a lot.
yep. So John is our fish husbandry master here, and he's our guy charged with taking care of the fish on a day-to-day basis. So again, we are at number 6, 4-striped damselfish 3 lot for $62.99.
That one's hiding up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. We'll go put some of that food in there too. Justin asking, how often should you feed nori to a community salt tank with a single tang?
It depends on if they're eating it. All.
Yeah. I mean, once a day seems reasonable to me, but I guess, yeah, like John said, if they're not eating it all in the one day, you know, I have to cut back the amount. Feed my tank frozen mice is 2 times per day, pellets 2 times per day. I have some mangroves and have to feed heavy, or, oh, cool, mangroves. Or my nitrates and phosphates hit 0 pretty quickly. We do actually carry octopus. In the past we have, I should say. I don't think we've had any as recently. I think we've been having some difficulties getting a supplier for that. But it's actually on the list too, Steve. So this is number 6, 4-striped damselfish 3 lot. Again, $62.99 for those 3 items. I don't think I covered much of the care stats on these guys. So really quick there, they are an easy with an aggressive temperament. They are reef safe. They typically get to a max size of about 3 1/4 and require a minimum of 3 gallons. That 30 gallons is for one of these, so with the 3, you're gonna wanna shoot higher. Are there any captive bred octopus? That's a great question, Dylan. I'm not entirely sure. I have not heard of any captive bred octopus, but that's a great question.
We've had them here. We've had them
We've had captive bred?
here. Yeah.
Oh.
Those here, and then the female dies, and then you got babies.
I thought they were always wild caught, but
But not for quite a while though.
the Argonaut, the only octopus to utilize a shell. Interesting. I think I've heard of that, Richard. And Steve says use Spectrum pellets and feed frozen every other day. Oh yeah, too. We've used Spectrum pellets. Actually, we have some Spectrum pellets here in the office too. Very good stuff. All right, so next up then is number 7. We have a 1-spot Foxface for $179.99. These guys are moderate with a moderate care level with a peaceful temperament. Reef safe with caution. They typically get to a max size of 8 inches, requiring a 70-gallon minimum tank, and they are venomous. But this is number 7, the 1-spot Foxface for $179.99.
This guy loves green leaf algae.
Green leaf algae, says John. This is a very beautiful fish too. Those yellows are super clear and super vibrant. Got a cuttlefish at the Minnesota Zoo. Wow, that's really cool. I haven't been to the Minnesota Zoo in a long time. It's a great zoo. I was recently in Minnesota and visiting the Mall of America. I was there for a couple of days, and we went to the Mall of America. I went to that aquarium. That's a really cool experience too. I forget what it's called. It might just be the, I don't know, it might be the Mall of America aquarium, but the aquarium there is very cool too.
The tunnel time my favorite.
Yeah, the tunnel with the different fish is really cool. I'm not aware of any Foxface that are 100% reef safe, but I'll maybe, yeah.
I
No?
like to nip it just about everything.
Yeah.
So,
Nope.
you're gonna show some pretty coils.
We who live here avoid that mall like the plague. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that mall, but you know, You get to see certain shops you don't get to see. I mean, we're really isolated. I mean,
Never been there.
yeah.
Yes, we have corals coming up.
Sea Life Mall America. Ah, very cool. It's cool. That's what I like going there for. But
All right.
cool. All right, we're gonna move on to inverts now, folks. And the next up item number is gonna be number 8. And number 8 is, you can see, okay. Number 8 is a extra large tiger cowrie snail for $53.99. So yeah, number 8 is $53.99. It's easy care level, the peaceful temperament. They are reef safe with caution. 4 inches in the max size, requiring a minimum of 30 gallons. These guys like rock with hiding places. As adult, they will eat some sponges and enemies, soft corals. They're best housed with sea stars, sea urchins, tube worms. One quick note is don't house them with Haitian reef anemones, though. So this is number 8, the extra large tiger cowrie snail for $53.99.
Magnet, didn't you?
Yeah, that's. As I understand, they will try to eat the Haitian reef anemone. Definitely recommend a quarantine for all new aquatic life before adding them to your home aquarium. Yep. Only bought 5 things. It's always great to see partners encouraging and supporting hobbies. So thank you, Alexis, for joining us. We're happy to have you. And Josh, welcome. All right, so again, we're on number 8. It's an extra large tiger cowrie for $53.99. And next up then is number 9. We have a pair of rock boring urchins for $53.99 as well. These are easy care level with a semi-aggressive temperament, reef safe with caution. They typically get to a max size of 4 inches, requiring a minimum of 20 gallons. Your hobbies just piss off your significant other. Yeah.
I love a few. How many fishing rods do you need?
But this fishing rod is better than the other fishing rod I had, or it's for certain types of fish.
Yeah.
It's a different color fishing rod. Between this and motorcycling, just picking the worst things. Well, we're thankful you guys all have this hobby, obviously, and we're thankful for you all being here, so thank you. Again, we're on number 9. It's a pair of rock boring urchins for $53.99.
Hi, Brady.
Hey there, Brady. Welcome back. Next up then is number 10. It is a pair of scarlet skunk cleaner shrimp for $71.99. These guys are currently sized each at about 3 inches. They are a moderate care level, easy care level with a peaceful temperament. They are reef safe, getting to a max size of 4 inches, and 20-gallon minimum is recommended. Richard's big kid. He's a big kid, both hobbies since I was 5, aquarium, fish keeping, and baseball. That's awesome. Hold on to those. That's awesome. Steve collects Pokemon. Very cool. I have an older brother who's still into, I don't think he plays it as much anymore, but when he was younger, he was really into Magic the Gathering. And I'm pretty sure his retirement plan, part of his retirement plan, is just to cash in and sell his Magic the Gathering cards. I mean, I don't really know Magic the Gathering, but he was explaining to me some of the cards and how much they were worth, and I was like, this is insane. Somebody would pay that much. I guess it's the same thing with Pokemon too, but very cool. Does anyone have any tips for keeping them from stealing food from corals or anemones? Ooh, that's a good question, Zachary. I'm not sure. Yeah, might be segmenting them from the other animals just in case you're trying to do that. Yeah. Satanic Mechanic is reefing and running the Audi at Road America. Oh, very cool. My grandma got me in my first tank in first grade and have rarely been without at least one. Even poor in college, I managed one. Priorities, yup. Nice, Travis.
Strawberry container.
Put a plastic strawberry container over. Oh, very cool. Good idea, Dan. So again, this is number 10. It is a pair of Scarlet Skunk cleaners for $71.99. Is the one on the right carrying eggs? Ooh, that's a good question. I'll phone my friend John. I can't really tell.
Put your finger in the water, they'll come up.
Oh, these lids are the worst. Yeah. I'm not going to try to force it. I'm going to break the lid or something. It kind of does, actually, now that I can see from this angle.
Oh, is it like in their abdomen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Richard asking, or actually saying, the first a 10-gallon metal frame, right? Yeah. And I was 5 or 6. Had a 10-gallon and 1 Penplex with a bright colored hood. Oh man, I remember some of those, like seeing some of those old aquarium styles. That's cool.
Kind of looks like there is something here.
It does, I think, yeah. So that's number 10. And then we have one more invert item, which is number 11. And it is also a pair of brittle sea stars. So there's one red and one black actually in here. I'm not sure how well you can see the black one, but we'll try to get him in.
Fork.
Yeah, it's a little bit down in the corner there is the black one, and the red one's kind of more on the top. But it's one red and one black brittle sea star. They are a pair for $71.99, and they're both are on 7 inches. I will put that down now. Thank you. The mini brittle sea stars. Thank you. So again, we're on number 11. It is a pair of brittle sea stars for $71.99. Do you ever get those super brightly colored scarlet serpent stars? I used to see them in hobby pretty frequently, but it's been a long time. I'm not too sure, Zachary. I don't know, maybe John, if you can recall any of those?
Not for quite a while. It's been a long time since we've had it.
Been a while since we've had them too, huh? You're getting ice tonight. Must be weather.
We're getting 4 to 6 inches of snow in there.
Is that tonight? 4 to 6 inches of snow?
Very upset about that.
Oh. What isn't Dawn upset about?
Very upset about
You could hand her $1 million and she'd complain about it. We love you, Dawn. If you're watching this, Dawn, we love you.
Fish out some fingers around that.
All right, that is our inverts, folks. We're going to transition now over to coral, and to help with that, I will put our handy-dandy filter on. And we'll take a look at our first item, which is number 12. Number 12 is a tree coral for $62.99. Ton downer. No, she's great. Snow and worse, Travis. Very cool. Maybe not very cool. I like snow, I guess. I don't mind the snow.
I don't have a cold well though.
I can get the snowmobile out now.
And John is going to bust out his sled.
You're doing ice fishing yet?
No, I put 180 miles in the four-wheeler last week.
All playing in the snow.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Travis loves the snow. Yeah, I don't mind the snow. Fall is my time of the year. That's my favorite. That's my favorite favorite season for sure.
Bow hunting time.
John does his bow hunting. Yeah, we didn't really get much. I mean, we still have probably more snow than you do, Travis, but yeah, we don't really have as much as snowmobile trails here. I think a lot of the clubs and a lot of the trail organizations are a little hesitant.
Peyton has a question for you.
Yeah, how do you become a member? Great question. So you should be able to become a member just straight by going to our YouTube page. There is an option to join our YouTube page right there on our YouTube page. So you should see a join button. Oh, I just lost the chat. Hold on, folks. There we go. All right, so that is number 12, the tree coral for $62.99. I didn't go over the lighting, water care, or sorry, the water flow and the placements. These are a moderate to high lighting, medium to strong water flow requirements, and they can be placed in most aquariums, all places in the aquarium. Yeah, we have this kind of placed anywhere, top to mid to bottom. But again, the moderate to high lighting and the medium to strong water flow for these tree coral, as I have it. This one is currently 5 inches in size. So this one again is $62.99. All right. Oh, that sounds like wonderful weather, Richard. You pay the piper. Yeah, you definitely pay the piper in the summer, yeah. All right, next up then is number 13. We have a Zoanthids coral at 2 1/4 inches, and this one is $53.99. I love the colors on this guy here too. So again, that's number 13, Zoanthids coral for $53.99. So Zoanthids coral typically is easy care level with a semi-aggressive temperament. The lighting requirements are recommended to be moderate. Water flow recommendations are medium, and placement is mid to top. Can't tell what color it is. It's definitely got some yellows and oranges in there with a little bit of red on the polyps. We can get a better shot there for you. Cannot keep Zoa alive, Justin. Well, maybe somebody in the chat can help you with some suggestions there. I am not a Zoa expert, so I will yield to provide any information there. I don't want to lead you astray. I actually have been having some issues with Zoas myself, so I mean, they're fine, they're doing okay, but they're just not really growing. Besides GSP, we're literally easiest coral to keep alive. Mel says they're at the bottom of his tank. Zachary says, I can't keep single polyps alive, but 3+ polyps always do great for me. Interesting. So number 13 is this Zoanthids coral. Again, 2 1/4 inches for $53.99. Schizobia providing some great insight in there. Thank you, Schizobia. Very cool. All right, so that's number 13. We'll move on then to number 14. We have a hairy mushroom coral for $71.99. This guy is currently 3 3/8 of an inch for $71.99. They're an easy care level with a semi-aggressive temperament. Lighting requirements, we recommend moderate lighting. Water flow would be medium. And then placement, we recommend mid to bottom. Or bottom to mid if you'd prefer. This is number 14, the hairy mushroom. Will this grow up along the back wall of the tank? That's a great question. I believe it will. John would, oh, Travis would like number 14, but great question from Noel still there. I don't know.
They may spread up the backside.
They may spread up to the backside. I thought they would.
I don't know.
Well, as I understood, they kind of attach to the rock that they're given, but yeah. But I feel like these would also, if I remember correctly too, I feel like this would grow up the back wall. So again, that's number 14. It's going to Travis. Thank you, Travis. Next up then is number 15. We have a Protopaleothoa coral for $62.99. Right? Very cool looking coral, yeah. Apologies if I'm killing everybody's microphone or audio. My mic doesn't want to stay put right now. They have got some cool flow, Travis. There you go. Number 15 is what we're looking at, the Protopaleothoa coral. This one's 2.5 inches currently. They are an easy care level with a semi-aggressive temperament. Lighting requirements are moderate. Water requirements, we recommend medium to strong. And then placement is best in the middle of the aquarium. You can see that orange popping through there with the filter, which looks really nice. It's number 15. Zachary is still looking for those Maxima and crochet clouds. Actually, that is on the roadmap, Zachary, so stay tuned. We're hoping to bring those here in the coming weeks. We've had some delays getting some of those items in that you guys are looking for, so I do apologize, but rest assured we do, we're well aware of them, and I am working diligently, I'll say I'm working diligently every day to try to get these items in as quickly as possible. We're just running into some delays, but yeah, definitely working on the Maximas. Actually, I believe both the Maxima and the crochet, at least the Maximas for sure, as well as some other items too. Tiny crochet, okay. Very cool. Number 15 is that guy. Number 16 is next. We have a Sinularia leather coral for $53.99. These are easy care level with a peaceful temperament. Or no. Sorry, easy care level, semi-aggressive temperament, moderate to high on the lighting, medium to strong on the water flow, and the placement can be anywhere in the aquarium, all places. TX Dingo asking about if this aquacultured. I don't believe this guy was aquacultured.
It's a mariculture.
Maricultured, you said? Yeah. Helfrichi, I think that's on the list also. We'll definitely put that down nonetheless, Travis. Thank you. I know it's on the list. Oh, the clams. I don't believe they're aquacultured. Let me verify that. The ones we're getting or the ones that I selected from our supplier, I can't remember if they are aquaculture, but let me double check that for you. Make a note about that, TX. Very cool. So again, we're on number 16. It is a Sinularia leather coral for $53.99. And I think you're right, John. We gotta make sure Don tilts the corals a little bit, like we want to see their face. We want to see these guys. Dip them in Cipro if they're wild. Okay, very cool. right, that's number 16. Number 17 is next. We have a glove polyp coral, which is feeling a little bit shy. This guy is $89.99. Currently, on sale $89.99. It's 6.5 inches, so it's a pretty sizable piece. Moderate care level, the peaceful temperament. They require a moderate to high lighting, medium to strong water flow, and a bottom placement. This is number 17, the glove polyp coral for $89.99. Yeah. Noelle would like number 18. Thank you. Well, we haven't gotten number 18 yet. You want number 17, Noelle? Maybe number 17, or is that maybe just number 17? Ah, gotcha. All right. Thank you, Noelle. Number 17 is going your way. Thank you very much. Okay. I'm going to flip on our freshwater light. We'll switch then over to our freshwater items. There you are. So we got 3 items to show today. The first of which is number 18, which is a 6 slot of assorted mollies. One of them which is feeling fat and happy.
Oh, that's all over the tank.
I don't know actually. Oh, I did feed him earlier a little bit. That might have been it. Well, I put in some tablets for one of the items in there, so that's probably what's going on there. Yeah, you can blame me. So number 18 is our first freshwater item today. It's a 6 slot of assorted mollies. They range in size to 1.5 to 2.5 inches. The sale price for the 6 slot is going to be $40.49. They are a moderate care level with a peaceful temperament.
I raised it myself.
John raised them himself. Actually, one note I had about these two, and maybe somebody can back this up. It was like almost wanting to double check this. The max size in these guys could be 5 inches. Is that for real? Like they get that big?
I think the balloon one's good.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like that might be wrong. We might have to double check that. But again, 30-gallon minimum is what I have for 30-gallon minimum size on that.
Yeah, no, there's one balloon molly for sure. She's right there.
So that's number 18. It's in a 6-pack, 6 slot of assorted mollies for $40.49. We'll go ahead and give them some food also. We'll cloud up the tank even more, why don't we? Black mollies get around 5 inches. Maybe that's the piece of information I saw, Travis. I think that might be it. I didn't know they get that big. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, most of the time I've ever seen, they've ever been in the aquarium, but yeah, I suppose if they're in the wild, they might get that big. Interesting. Very cool. So again, we're feeding that just as another reminder that we're feeding the spirulina brine and mysis shrimp.
Get snowplow out.
Yep, get your snowplow out, get your snowblower. All right.
Color them.
Yeah, some interesting variety there. So that's number 18. Number 19 then is a 7 lot of cardinal tetras. The food we're using is spirulina brine and mysis shrimp.
Lauren, number 19.
Ah, thanks, Lauren. Got you down.
Kinda,
I had a feeling she might take these.
yep, I was ready for it.
Thanks, Lauren. So yeah, the food we're feeding is actually part of our LiveAquaria frozen food line. It's the spirulina brine and mysis blend. So it's the spirulina, the brine, and the mysis shrimp. And yeah, it's $2.99 for a 3.5 ounce, 35 count blister pack, which is a great price for that, especially the quality that it's at.
Well, put her down for 12, please.
And Noelle, put her down for 12, please. Okay, thank you. That would be the tree coral. Thanks, Noelle. Got you down for number 12. And if you're going, thank you so much for joining in. And again, best of luck to you and your husband with everything. Hopefully everything's okay.
Okay, so those are neons, red cones.
I had these as cardinals.
In the gold, in
It starts all the way across the cardinal, it's halfway across the tetra, or like neon tetra.
Molly, they're on flake food, pellet food, and brine.
You're welcome, Noah. Have a good night. So, yeah, we might have the neon cardinal thing mixed up. God, I always get that mixed up.
Well, they're so tiny, it's kind of hard to see out. You know?
Well, I mean, I always double check it, and this, to me, I thought were cardinals for sure based on the pictures, so. But I can make mistakes.
Yep.
All right, last but not least is number 20. It is the bushy-nose pleco. This big old guy here in the corner. It's 4.5 inches for $152.99. This guy's been with us for a long time. I don't even know how long, but
I don't know, it wasn't fun to catch though.
not fun to catch, huh?
It was a good fight.
I'm gonna see if I can't coax him out of there for you, John. So this bushy-nose pleco, I believe the L number, ooh, I didn't even get very close. 144, if I'm not mistaken. It's number 20, the bushy-nose pleco. Again, $152.99. And he's definitely got that bushy nose look going on. Oh, that would be cool, Travis. Yeah, those long fins are beautiful. I was trying to see if I could get him to show off his fins a little bit more.
He's kind of sassy.
Boy, now it is definitely a snow globe in there after he kicked up all that loose food. That's quite the face there. Does definitely look like the Lorax, yep. Oh, he's very nice, yeah. So he's been with us for a long time. I think he's been in a well-established freshwater, a 7-foot freshwater tank with myriad of different captive bred angels. I believe he's even captive bred. If I'm trying to think of when we got him.
Yeah, you could go over.
He's been well over there. He's been here for probably. The tank we set up, that 7-foot we set up, I think in 2018 or 2019, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he's in there with a lot of driftwood and other, you know, some other cats, and he's got some angel friends in there as well too. A lot of other plecos too. There's some zebra plecos in there as well as some other bushy nose like him. But he's the biggest, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
The biggest one I can find in there.
Definitely a bruiser. So again, that's number 20, the bushy nose pleco for $152.99. So we're actually just about at the end of the show, but we have one more pass to go through. We don't want to withhold you guys. We like to give you 2 chances of our list. So we'll go back to the very beginning and take a look at our first item again, which is number 1. Number 1 is this 6-line wrasse for $44.99. And we'll go a little bit quicker in the second round, but if you have any questions or would like to see anything else, just let us know. We'll be happy to go back and show you anything again. Here we have a number 1, the 6-line wrasse, again on sale for $44.99. Why are we selling the pleco? Well, we figured somebody might want a pleco for the aquarium to start with. We have him as well as a few other of his fellow bushy-nosed brethren in our aquariums here too, and you know, I'd like to see if anybody would like him. Good night, Mel. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, you're right. It is seeming like a family member, but you know. Tank size on this, great. Good idea. 55 is a minimum, Brady. See you, Audio Man. Thanks so much for stopping by, and thank you for your order. All right, we'll move on then to number 4. I'm going to go downward to take a look at these Ocellaris clowns, still available for $53.99. Satanic Mechanic, wonderful Aquaconnect member. Thank you for stopping by as well. Have a good night.
Lubbock's already sold.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to get out there. It was fun.
All good. 55 for a 6-line. Local fish store told him 20. Yeah, 20. I think they're going to want bigger than that.
55 was for the.
No, I had 50,
pleco.
$55 for the 6 line.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot that.
$30 for the pleco, $55 for the 6 line. I think we advise $55, I think, based upon maybe some of those aggressive things we talked about earlier. They're going to want extra space for territorial issues.
Maybe it's a super active fish, kind of like the Antheas and his freshwater too.
Yeah.
Very active fish.
Remember, and it's not working. Okay, maybe you could help Aiden out. Maybe send him a link to the join page there, Alyssa. He seems to be having an issue becoming a member. It should be pretty simple, straightforward, but I understand if you have some trouble, we'll definitely do our best to help you. Typically what we recommend is you go straight to our YouTube page and there should be a join button. Kind of like subscribe, but join. And then you just have to pay that $9.99, you should be in. You could go into 20 as the only fish. Okay, yeah, see, that sounds a little bit more.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Yeah. Yeah, Aiden Rivera. Not there. Interesting. Sorry about that. So you shouldn't have to sign. You should have to sign in as your YouTube. As long as you're signed in with your YouTube account, you should be able to join. We'll get you, Aiden. So number 4 is these Oscillars Clownfish pair again for $53.99. All right, we're just going to hang here a second while Alyssa can assist Aiden. All right, move on to our next item, which is number 5. Get the light move for you, John. We have a pair of Carbori Antheas. And those Carbori Antheas again are $125.99 on sale. If you're having trouble, Aiden, I will say if you're having trouble with mobile, I've heard before that people can't join on mobile. You might have to try on your desktop computer, like a laptop, whatever, maybe even a tablet. I think the YouTube app might not be the best for the whole joining of memberships from what I can recall. I do apologize. I know that's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, even I'm looking at our YouTube profile here, and I'm not seeing like an explicit join button like you should. If you're on a desktop computer, you should be able to see it there, but for sure on an iPhone mobile app experience, which is what I'm using, I am not seeing. I see subscribe and then unsubscribe and all of that, but.
It does show up on Android though.
Okay.
It's right next to the subscribe button. You can join. And then I believe it's join on Android though. But
I'm not sure what phone he has, but definitely probably the easiest thing just to go to desktop, let's say. That's probably going to be the easiest thing for you, Aiden. I do apologize for that. Number 5 then is this Carbori Antheas pair for $125.99. All right, thanks. Moving on then to our number 6 and 7 item, actually. We have a 4-stripe damselfish 3 lot for $62.99. No problem, Brady. If you want to head out, have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you on Monday.
10 gallons, a little small for a clown.
And good luck on your job interview. I think you said you had an interview, so good luck there. I'm sorry, John, what did you say?
He asked for 10 gallons for a clownfish.
10 gallon for a clownfish is going to be too little. You're going to want double that. At least a minimum of 20 gallons is what we recommend on our website. Yeah. All right, then lost my track. Sorry. Number 6, and then number 7 is this one-spot foxface. Super beautiful specimen there. Yeah, it's really weird about that whole YouTube membership thing. Like, I'm on the page. I'm gonna have to submit a ticket about that to them. Be like, YouTube, fix your stuff. Yeah. Oh well. Desktop should work still. So again, that's number 7, the one-spot foxface for $179.99. And just as a friendly reminder, these are a venomous, or this animal is venomous with the fin spikes.
Makes your hand hurt.
Yep. I think it's kind of like a bee sting, right? Maybe like kind of a, or is it more than a bee sting?
Yeah, more bee sting.
More than a bee sting for John. I've heard it's bee sting. Maybe I'm thinking of a different fish.
It's cumulative. Every time he gets stung or poked, he gets more and more.
Oh, okay.
Oh, like the tangs too, right?
Kind of like the lionfish have been poked like 3 times.
I might be thinking of a different fish then. Not a bee sting. All right, move on to our inverts then. We still have some inverts available. Actually, all inverts are available. Number 8, extra large tiger cowrie snail. Hey, J&M Aquatics, welcome. We are on number 8, which is this tiger cowrie snail for $53.99. And then number 9 is next, which is a pair of rock boring urchins for $53.99. How about a 75 for the clowns? That's definitely big enough if we're still talking about the clowns. Yeah, if you have a 75-gallon setup with for clowns, that's plenty big. You could do multiple clowns with a 75, potentially. So again, we're on number 9, which is a pair of rock boring urchins for $53.99. Number 10 is next. We have a pair of scarlet skunk cleaner shrimp for $71.99. Gotta love YouTube, yep. Yeah, we have this brittle sea star also, which is number 11 for $71.99. That's actually a pair of them. Size tank to effectively hold both of them. So one of them was typically 20 gallons. I'm losing my mic again. Sorry about that if it's got some weird audio issues. I mean, typically it probably would want to double that just to be safe if you're going to keep more than one. So I would say 40 gallons or more if you're going to have both of them. I would imagine, honestly, even a 20-gallon, 2 of them wouldn't be too detrimental. These are a reef-safe item. So as far as I know, they aren't going to harm your corals or other inverts. But, you know, it's always best to shoot bigger if you want to keep multiple species. Can that fish go with a clownfish? I'm not sure which one. We're talking about the... Not sure which one you're talking about there, Brady. If we're talking about the... sorry. The Foxface. The Foxface is... I'm not sure if it would be a good pairing with the clownfish, honestly. They are a peaceful temperament, so more than likely they would get along with them, but I don't know, it's a good question, actually. It is venomous just within the spines of the fin, so it's more, you know, from a human interaction situation there. You know, caring for the aquarium, or, you know, they might spike you. Yeah, they are venomous, yep. So right, that's number 11. Number 12 is called for. We're on to number 13, which is actually mere corals now. There we go. We have this Zoanthids coral. and this Zoanthus coral is number 13 for $53.99. Oh, look, Marlin says a Foxface with multiple clowns get along fine. There you go. I didn't think they would be having a, well, I guess I wasn't sure, honestly.
They don't have enough space.
Well, I didn't see them necessarily like not getting along, but
Be more worried about the clownfish going after.
true, yeah, the clownfish, yeah. Yeah,
Pick their spot out,
little clownfish will just nip at you. So that's number 13, and then number 15 is also available, the tongue twister of the Protopaleothoa coral for $62.99. And then number 16 is next. We have a Sinularia leather coral. And that is the last of our corals. And then we have just a few items left here on our list, which are freshwater. The first of which is number 18. We have an assorted motley 6 slot for $40.49. Actually, we had a question about the micros. We have those on a list to bring in the future. We don't have any currently, but those are on the list. So thank you for the suggestion as well. We'll do our best to bring those into future live dives. So we do this live dive every week too, just in case anybody's wondering. Every Monday and Wednesday typically. And then last but not least, we have number 20, which is this bushy-nosed pleco. A $152.99 is the sale price on this. Any gouramis? We don't have any gouramis here today with us in the live dive. We're happy to take that as a suggestion for future though. Let's talk about the sea urchins. Is it venomous? Not that I'm aware of, no. Those rock urchins are not. And here we go. It's the last time of the night. Number 20 is this bushy-nosed pleco for $152.99. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and give you guys a quick outro and wish you guys all a great rest of your week. So thank you again. Ian here from LiveAquaria. We got John behind the camera and Alyssa moderating the chat. So thank you all. We're very grateful for you all being here and being part of the live dive experience. For anybody who did, again, secure an item, we'll look for that social at liveaquaria.com email to confirm. And just as a final reminder, if anybody's still with us that did confirm an item, we'll need you to complete those orders by this Friday at midnight, or these items will go back into our inventory here. So look for that email from our customer service team so we can get you all taken care of and checked out. But yeah, we'll see you next week on Monday for our next live dive event at 4 p.m. CST then. Thank you so much.